We're live. All right, guys, what up? I am in Lillooet, BC, and I am at the Nomad Campo. Is anybody watching me yet? Hello? Oh, snap! Somebody's on here. All right, let me pull up my chat here. So I'm at Lillooet, BC at that Nomad Campo that Gus put together. And the honest truth is, Chrome is losing his freaking mind. This chat, because those chats right there are a little tiny. Pop-out chat. That's the sound it should make, but it didn't make that noise. All right, what do we got? What's going on? What's up, everyone? There we go. Hoo-yah! Man, if I ever had a freaking fabulous day today. I was hoping to edit today's video and get it up to you guys in real time, but I decided since the weather turned out to be super nice that I'm going to save that video for probably tomorrow. All the videos you're watching now are back in real time, so bonus, no more big gap, which is awesome. Hey, Mike Brown, thanks for the coffee, Mike. Appreciate the super chat, man. That's super rad of you. Whew. Okay, so while I got you guys here, I learned something. Suzanne, thanks for the super chat, Suzanne. That's awesome. I learned something being at this Nomad Campo. That there's a difference between a nomad and somebody who parks their vehicle for multiple days in a row. We were just sitting around the campfire one night and we're all talking, and there's a lot of people there that enjoy camping out in one spot for long times. You know what I mean? 2 weeks, a month, whatever they can get away with. And I learned this because somebody said it to me. Somebody said, no, a nomad would be like Chrome, someone who's just antsy and can't sit still. And I know that inner part of me that just needs to move was going freaking crazy sitting at that meetup, just losing it. I was there I'm still here. I've been here since Monday. That's the longest time I've ever sat in one spot. Nana, banana, and Havana. How you doing? Coffee for you, Chrome. Nana, banana, and Havana. She just put her name in this. She was just popped up in a super chat. Go follow her YouTube channel. She came out to the meetup, and what a sweet lady that one is. Nana, banana, and Havana, you rock. And it was sad to see you leave. It was so sad. Thanks for the super chat. Ringo VanLife. Aww. Ringo VanLife, thanks for the super chat for Cruz. I'd wake him up, but he's way up there in the front seat. But I was going to leave the get-together today, but I think because we're already this far into the day, I might end up staying there again one more night, but I am out of there tomorrow. Whoo, guys, I losing my mind. Like, me in one spot, I felt like a little piece of me was dying every freaking minute of every freaking day. I need stimulation. I need movement. My mind runs too freaking quick. And I noticed I was getting quieter and quieter and quieter. The more days I stayed there, I was getting calmer. I felt like a piece of me was just like, and I was getting bored. But we're on the move. Tomorrow morning, we're back on the road again, and I'm excited about it. Oh, Jasper, what up, man? Thanks for the super chat, Jasper. And I love the name, by the way. Jasper Sunshine. That was badass. High five, bro. Love it when people just own up. So if you guys don't know Patrick, my friend Patrick, you've seen on this channel before, he just finished doing a full legal name change. And Jasper, the most beautiful thing you've ever done, dude. Trust me, man. It's so freeing when you get to be who you want to be. When I changed my name to Chrome Valdez, it changed my life, dude, completely. because you got a chance to be what you felt you were born to be, not the name that you were stamped with when you were born and you never really have an attachment to. Some people fit that name really well. Some people don't. So Jasper, pretty rad of you for the name change, man. High five. Hey, Doc, how you doing? Nice to see you on the live stream. Thanks for the super chat, Doc. That's rad of you. John, what was my other name? My birth name was Carrie. Do I look like a Carrie? No, nothing wrong with the name Carrie. I just didn't feel like it fit me and who I was. So I changed my name to Chrome. And I think you know, if you don't fit what you feel, you know, change what you have to change to feel what you need to feel. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with embracing who you feel like you really are and changing yourself into what you want to be. You know, you don't have to be what you're born. You don't have to stay in the towns you were born in. You don't have to... You get it. You know what I'm saying? Be who you want to be. Where's Cruz? Joe asks. Cruz is in the front seat. He's tired and he's passed out, but he is way up there. Phone looks really bright today. Huh. I'll probably shut the curtain a little bit, but it's too far away. Mike Brown, soon it could be salt and pepper. Mike, my hair is more chrome now than it has ever been in my life. It's like every month I go and I look, I'm like, wow, that's like solid gray in there. Oh well, embrace it for what you got. Whew. Hey, Terry, that's great to hear that you're getting a van. That's awesome. All right. Charles, weird comment. Sup, Ringo? I'm just skipping back through you guys' comments here. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just got Nana Banana and Havana's comment. Love the name Jasper. What a rad name, right? Patrick, good job on that. Sorry, Jasper, good job on that one. Such a rad name, Jasper. So cool. Hey, Fred from France. Woo, it's a long way away. Awesome. White Owl's Adventure going on my second month of van life. White Owl's Adventure, you know, my second month of van life was just as exciting as the first month. And you know what? I'm in my 21th month? 21 month? 21th? Is it the 21th month? That sounds weird. But I'm on 21 months in the van, and it is just as exciting as my second month was. And that's the truth, man. This whole enjoyment for things never gets dull. I haven't had a dull day yet, except for till I hit this meetup. I had a few dull days, but you know, your days are what you make it. I could have started my van and left the meetup, but it's awesome, man. This lifestyle's fun. Like, I'm sitting here right now and I've never parked behind this vehicle in front of me before. I've never seen this view or that RV that's driving by. It's all different, and it's nice when everything's different because it keeps that mind just firing off like bing, bing, bing. Doc Hayes, Carol just joined Patreon yesterday. She did not want me. Doc, that's awesome. Tell Carol thank you. It's super funny that two people in one house are on my Patreon. That's super funny, Doc. That's rad. Hey, what's up, Sal? How you doing? I have been pretty good, pretty chill. I've had a very relaxed week. I will give that little social gathering that. It was very calm, very relaxing, a lot of sitting around the fire, a lot of just hanging around and chit-chatting during the day. So on that aspect, the little gatherings like that, we're actually pretty good. You know, but I don't sit calmly well enough. I'm too much of a basket case for that. Mike, $2 in the super chat. Thanks to all who joined Patreon. Yeah, my Patreon has blown up. I made a big piece of a video the other day about Patreon, and it just like skyrocketed. We gained 36 people in 2 days, which is super freaking rad. That's been awesome, man. That was a really cool feeling, especially out here because I'm getting like very, very shoddy cell reception. Like I'm barely, even on my phone now, I'm probably barely hitting 1 bar. Oh, sorry, I'm on my phone. This is my new one. This is my iPhone XS Max. This is what I record all of my videos on, but I normally would be live streaming on this, but the problem with this, you know, it would be a way better and more clear live stream. It's just that my iPhone 7, which is my old vlogging camera, the iPhone 7 has a Shaw Go Wi-Fi connection to it, allowing me to have Wi-Fi on here at zero cost. I don't have that access on this phone, so. But check this out. You guys see that? That's one of our subscribers. He was in a video the other. He was in a video the other day, and yeah, I screenshot it. I thought that was just a nice picture, and it's on my phone. I think that's pretty great. How hot or cold is it normally in BC? Well, we'll take it this way. It varies across the board. The town that I'm in right now, which is Lillooet, BC, the temperature here this coming week is supposed to be up to 31 degrees Celsius. But Lillooet, BC also sees temperatures up to 45 degrees Celsius. It gets hot as you know what in this town. But if we backtrack 3 hours to Vancouver, our average summer day is probably, I don't know, 24 degrees, 25 degrees would be an average summer day. We get usually a hot spike for a couple weeks in the summer. But yeah, it varies, man. We got parts of BC that are very much like a desert or are a desert, to the far other spectrum, which is Vancouver, which is pretty much a rainforest. And we got parts of BC that get like minus 45 degree winters. And then within a 5-hour drive, you got parts of BC that gets like not even a 0 degree winter. So it's a huge spectrum. But Vancouver on average is -2 to about +30 at the most. Cruz is passed right out, you guys. He's like in the front seat. He's done deal. Sorry. Mike, thank you for catching up some of those messages that I'm missing. So yeah, if you guys notice the people with the little wrench beside it, those are comment moderators on my channel. So like on the live stream, Mike's been answering questions. Please take those as definite answers. My comment moderators are pretty rad. So Mike, thanks for catching that. Diane, thank you for the super chat, Diane. So rad. Nice to have you on the live stream. Super cool. My email is in the description of this live stream. So if you just click on the show more button on the live stream, it'll open up my description and it will tell you what my email is. But my email is weirdosunite.ca@gmail.com. Let me type this, baby. weirdosunite.ca. Sound like a robot. @gmail.com. Now let's hopefully that's spelled right. You better to get the one out of the description of my video because I know that one's spelled right. Go Vertigo. When am I visiting Seattle? When are you visiting Vancouver? June 2nd. Meetup, Spanish Banks. Come visit. Yeah, you know what? I've had the sniffles. My cold that I had before has kind of been dragging on. It really hasn't left me. It's kind of just been lingering. Yeah, it's not been good to me, this one. I mean, it's been easy peasy. I don't feel sick. I've had the sniffles though, for sure. This one's dragged out a bit. Mr. God, how tall am I? I am 5'11". Just curious. So, okay, I'm 5'11", and my bed is exactly 6 feet wide. Exactly. And I know people that live in vans like mine that are 6'2". They have a wider bed. It's still 6 feet wide, but they have like a wider bed. Mine's 4x6. So if they're in a 5x6, then they can sleep on a diagonal, making the widthwise of the van super perfect. I think building your van widthwise is so good because it really opens up your whole living space. Where if you run it along one wall, it really kind of narrows. Does that make sense? I mean, it's a little different if you have a minivan and putting your bed widthwise is not an option. But in a van like this, if you can get away with a 6-foot bed, genius. Because otherwise going 6 feet this way and only leaving like 2 feet on the side makes for a little bit of a crammed and tight van, that's for sure. Oh, you guys are so sweet on the super chats. Carrie, thanks for saying hi, Carrie. How you doing? Thanks for the super chat. And Warrior MTL, thanks for the super chat as well. Go Vertigo. Yes, it is Sunday. Sunday, June 2nd. Doing a kid night on Saturday. I'm bringing my daughter to that meetup on June 2nd as well, too, which is pretty freaking cool. It's going to be nice to have her out and around that kind of stuff because I've never brought her to anything like that before. So this could be pretty cool for her, or she might be bored out of her freaking lid hanging out with a bunch of freaking freaks that live in a van or who are interested in van life. But yeah, she's going to be at that get-together on that Sunday as well, too. Sorry, you guys, I'm missing tons of messages. It's hard to keep up with all of them as they're flying by. I just kind of grab them and I just keep going. Beautiful in life. Wow, super chat. That's great. You have so much channel support. Sorry, beauty in life. Honestly, I have the most incredible community here, and honestly, I wake up every morning and I'm so thankful for the type of people that I have on my channel. Because I see other channels that are negative and negative, but my channel seems to like really attract a good energy of people, you know what I mean? And I just know I love you guys like a freaking ton. And it's, you know, when I make videos, I'm not just busting a video out without knowing and feeling how do I explain this? I think about you guys all the time, and that's the truth. My channel is so freaking important. Stone86, what's up? Oh yeah, Mike Brown, good one on. Thanks for this, Mike. You don't have to super chat that stuff. You got a wrench beside your name, dude. But thank you though, Mike. I appreciate it. New merch. Mike just dropped that bomb. Yeah, we got some new merch on my Teespring store, and this shit is badass. I haven't got mine in yet. I haven't had the chance to order some, but I am going to be picking up some. But we just released some new designs, and because we lost poor little Disco Bear, rest in peace, little homie. Because we lost little Disco, I've ripped down all of our old logos because for me, I don't want to see that stuff. And I know some people have tried to buy it and they've emailed me saying, I wanted to buy some of your old merch. But I pulled it down because it's heartbreaking sometimes to see it. Yeah, does that make sense? So I'm in the midst of rebranding a bunch of stuff. And as a part of that process, I've designed some pretty rad clothes. I have a new little logo that says Van Life because normal life sucks. That's available on everything from stickers to you can get like a tapestry to hang up on your back of your van that says that. And it's cool because I didn't brand that one with my channel. So it just says Van Life because normal life sucks. And I also did one that says, yup, I'm weird. I don't think I have my jacket in here. It's messy in there. But yeah, the Yep, I'm Weird one's pretty cool too. Stephanie Reed, thank you. You guys are so sweet with the super chats today. Stephanie, that was awesome. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So I see someone's answering some questions. The time that you see on my hand here, that 2:35 a.m., that's the time that my little disco bear passed away, which was the old bulldog I have. I know my channel is growing and there's a lot of new people on here, but I lost my other English bulldog. My tattoo's still healing. A little few marks still to go. But yeah, that's the time of death that he died. And I didn't put the time on there because I wanted to remind me of what time he died. I put the time on there to remind me how precious time is. My reminder to make, to take advantage of every moment I have in front of me, and don't piss around. Don't waste time doing things you don't want. Like, when it came to this one here, it's like, it really reminded me about all the time that I spent away from my little bro when I had my old job. I used to spend so much time at work while he sat at home waiting for me to come home. And just reminds me to just take advantage of what I got now. Don't say no to things. Say yes to things and just go do things. Eat weird shit. Go to crazy places. Do dumb shit that you might slip and fall, but fuck it. You live one time. Go have some fun. Sorry for the language, but sometimes, it's what it is. But that's my reminder, man. Live life right freaking now. Tomorrow's not a promise. My son's mother asked, do you have insulation? Yes, my van has a very small amount of insulation. It's got 2 half-inch layers on the roof. This is actually just insulation with a material on it. And my walls have a small half-inch layer, and that's it. I have a really small amount in my van. But it's honestly been working. I'm happy with what I've done for insulation, and it works for my area. Keep that in mind when it comes to you guys doing your builds. When you're watching my channel and you're seeing what I'm doing, and when you're watching other people's channels and see what they're doing, remember, what I do works for me here. This might not work for you where you live because your climate is different than mine. Climate makes a major, major difference on if your insulation works, if you're going to get condensation, or does that make sense? So your whole area makes a big difference. So I don't want to shove people to other channels because I love you guys here. But if you do have a van lifer that lives in your area, and what works for that person will probably work for you. If I live this far and you don't have the same kind of climate as me, so just say if somebody was living in the desert and took my insulation advice, it might not work for them. But if you lived in Seattle, Washington, your things would totally work with me. Or in parts of Oregon, you'd work with me because we're all kind of in the same roundabout ecosystem. And ecosystem, you get it. We're close. Missing some super chats here. Node Garden Mondo. That's exactly why I love this channel. Thanks for the super chat. Super rad. Thomas Sooner. Wisconsin president. President. Wisconsin represents for tacos. Love Little Cruz. Thanks for the super chat, Thomas. Super rad. Baja Queen. Thanks for the super chat to buy weed with, but I don't smoke weed. But thank you. I'll buy some kale with that. Is that close enough? Thanks for the love, man. I really appreciate it. I miss disco too, you guys. A lot. A lot. I think about them tons, and because this is my driving hand, so having that up front all the time, it means a lot. Every time I catch it in a shot in a video, it's pretty freaking cool. Terry C. on a pretty big question. I freaking love this. Why van life? This is a pretty deep topic, this one, because van life, it's a big thing. Van life, when I started out, I just needed a change. I needed to do something different with my time and my days. I was tired of the usual day-to-day stuff with my old job, so I just needed something different. And I was moving every year or every couple of years sometimes, but it was every single year ever since I was like 18 years old. I'd stay somewhere for a year, move to another one, move to another one, move to another one. My body needed something, and I didn't know what it was, and I chased so many different things in my life. I never felt calm or content or at home. And you know why van life? I can't give you the reason why I started, because I kind of just stumbled upon it. But why van life now? Van life, it solved that inner nomad inside of me that I had no idea was even there. Because all these feelings I had inside, I was chasing with other things. I was chasing with, bigger, more epic things with my DJ career, or buying bigger, more fancier things, or more sound and audio gear, whatever kind of gave me that feeling of excitement and satisfaction. Little did I know, as simple as moving into my van solved all of those feelings. All that feeling I had in here of like, oh no, you know what I mean? Like, that makes sense? Whatever it was that van life gave me solved my years and years and years of missing something. That hollowness inside, living in the van, solved. So why van life? That would be about the best explanation I could give you. I would never turn back. I don't think I will ever. I'll tell you straight. I'll never rent a place again, ever. I'll never rent a house. I'll never rent a condo. I'll never rent a tiny home. I'll never rent a damn thing in my life. And if it ever comes to a point that I buy a property, park my van on it, build a little tiny home, I'm gonna be like 75 years old. So I have a whole van life ahead of me. This is not stopping for a second. John Hoger? John, thank you for the super chat. Hello from West KY, is that Kentucky? Your channel is awesome. Thanks for the love, John. I really appreciate the super chat. Stuff like that really, really helps the channel. Van life, I don't know. It's a deep topic, this one, because it does a lot without you knowing it's doing something. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the moving around every day, or if it's the constant stimulation my mind gets from the excitement to pulling over and sleeping on the side of a street every day, or the excitement I get when I pull my curtains open, forgetting where I've pulled over and fell asleep the night before, not because I'm losing my mind, but because when you do it every day, you get up, you're like, oh, I don't really remember I pulled over. You turn up like, oh my gosh, that was a really pretty view. It's just like, it's so amazing. And I think for those that are getting into it, they're in for a whole world of change and excitement, and it's going to be beautiful. That is the damn truth. Mike Brown, show Cruz. Cruz. Come on. Cruz. Hey. Come on, Cruz. You guys want to wait for this? Okay. Come on, buddy. Come on, Cruz. Wake up. Wait. Come on. Really, nothing? I knock on the van. Seriously, no movement. Cruz. Hold on. I'll get him. Watch this. Oh, yeah. There he is. What's up, buddy? Hi, Cruz. Look what I got. What's this? It's a giant bag of food. Hold on. I think I can flip this camera on. Boop. There we go. Hold on a sec, guys. I'll get Cruz. All right, Cruz. All right, hold on. Hey, buddy. There you go. Have some food. Dude, there's a whole bunch of food on the ground. I just put a bunch of food right here. What's that, bro? Jackpot! Great, now Dad made a giant mess. Oh, that's so funny. Hey, buddy, you cleaning up the floor? Dad's a bit of a dick, isn't he? That was a dick move, wasn't it? All right, guys, one sec. So, I don't have the greatest Wi-Fi connection, so if you do notice that I am buffering, restart your browser and things should come back into play. But I'm on street Wi-Fi right now, so my Wi-Fi is not the hottest. He's a Hoover vacuum cleaner. He is, man. That guy's a freaking pig. He has a different personality than Disco did, that's for sure. He's kind of like 15% sweetheart. I will say 25% sweetheart. 25% teenager that doesn't listen. And 50% dick. Truth. That is totally true. Gail! Gail, thank you for the freaking humongous super chat. Thanks for infecting the world with positivity and excitement. I'm hooked. Gail, you are a freaking rock star. Thank you so freaking much. For those of you that are new on my channel, please understand that super chats are a game changer for YouTubers. Oh, so amazing, Gail. Gail, I could hug you. Come here, Gail. I'll give you a hug. Oh, he's a big hug. All right, sorry if that was weird. But thank you so freaking much, man. That was really awesome. All you can hear is Cruz on the floor. Just mom, 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 mom. All right, buddy. Hold on, Cruzy Bear. There you go, buddy. Hold on, Cruz. You wanna come up? You wanna come up? Come on, buddy. Come on. Cruz is not participating. Cruzy! Oh, it's all good. All right, where am I? I'm missing everybody's comments. I feel so bad when I do this. So what I'm going to do here too is, I know I've done this before. I'm going to go through all the comments afterwards and take out some of the comments that I can make like a quick update video, like a Q&A video with. So I'm going to try to do that after this live stream. So maybe the next couple of days, I'll do the questions that I missed in this one in a Q&A video. Because some people liked that one before, and it was a great way for me to go back and see the stuff that you guys were asking that I didn't get a chance to cover, because I'm a dick sometimes and I miss a lot of comments. Like they're moving by right now and I'm not even looking at them. Hey Brian, what's up? Okay, everyone can relax. I have arrived. How you doing, Brian? Nice to have you on the stream. Bye, Queen. Hop on that ferry to Florida. I will be coming to the U.S. soon, and that is the truth. I will be at some point. Maybe when the weather gets cold here, I'll be bouncing over there. VanLife with, is that Bayo? VanLife with Bayo? I'm new. How you doing? Is that Bayo? Bayo? I seriously need to get glasses for reading text. I should go buy myself a pair of those, you know, like bifocal old people ones where I'm like on the edge of the nose. I love it that you guys are giving Gail some love. That was super sweet. You know, this stuff goes to show how tight my community is. Not because Gail gave a big super chat, but all the love that people are giving to Gail. This is what warms my heart about my channel and makes me feel great about having such an amazing crew of people on here. You know, we support each other, and those who talk shit get bounced. And if you're new, I know somebody said that they were new. If you're new, guys, please know that if you're a dick in my comments, I boot you off my channel for life. So, you know, feel free to be yourself here, because we will stick up for each other. My comment moderators will knock those people right out of here. Trust me. Keep it positive, keep it real, or just get the off my channel. Save the potty mouth. This is my swear word. Get out. Get the out. MJC427, hey, what's up? Touristique to Canada, how you doing? Hold on. Give me a sec. I just discovered last time that I could mute my microphone for a second. After all the live streams I've done in the past on my channel, that finally I can mute it. See, I'm glad people like Mike Brown read all my messages on here, because he's catching stuff left, right, and center that I am missing. Sorry, guys, I'm just skimming through some of these old comments. Blah, you. Is it Bleh Adventures? Awesome that you're starting van life in a month. That's so freaking rad. You're going to love it. It's so much fun. Terry C. No, I used to have a drug addiction back in my club days when I was DJing a lot. I was quite the speedhead back then and pretty hardcore. I don't regret that stuff. I did make a video on it. Just search the word drug on my thing, and you should be able to come up, or addiction. It should be able to come up. I did make a video talking about that. But that's in my past, on my club days. Thomas, do I have an Amazon link to receive goodies? No, a few people have asked me to make an Amazon wish list, because people wanted to buy me a few things, but everything that I have that I want is not something small. You know what I mean? Like, I have everything I kind of need in my van. There's not really much more that I need. Everything that I do want are pretty big purchases. So, yeah, I won't be doing an Amazon wish list, because, I don't know, kind of a dick move when it's full of, like, $2,000 drones and stuff like that. So, yeah, I don't have that. My van's pretty stocked. I don't really have room for anything else. If I do, it's going on the roof, and it's going to be van upgrades. Oh, yeah, Mike Brown, you're full of, Mike Brown, you should be my assistant. Sorry, I can't pay you, Mike Brown, but you should be. That's a great idea. Check out Cruz's YouTube channel. Here, buddy. Come here. Come here. How are we supposed to support your YouTube channel? Oh. Look how fat he is. Look how big. He's no longer... Don't look at his penis, weirdos. Look how big he is. You're a freaking giant. Look how big he is. He's a freaking giant now. Hey? I love you, buddy. I love you, bro. He's huge. Look at. He's just big. Hey? Are you happy? Tell everybody to go check out your own YouTube channel. Hey, you have a YouTube channel, don't you? Say, go subscribe to Cruz the Bulldog. That's my boy. Whew, it's getting hot in here. Let's turn on the fan. I am going to be making a video soon about that little fan that I have. I freaking love that fan. It's called the Sirocco 2. Amazing. Really low wattage pull or voltage pull. It's super good. I run that thing all night long. I wake up in the morning and my battery doesn't even look like it's even dropped even like 6.1. It's really, really, really good. I'm going to type it in here. Sirocco 2. Ah! I think that's spelled wrong. S-I-R-O-C-C-O. Sirocco 2. I just typed in the name of my fan. I also threw it in my Amazon links as well. Super freaking cool. That is definitely a thing I think every van needs. They have to have one. Right, Cruz? Tell them. Yeah? Then you get a situation like that where he looks just so freaking tiny. Tracy, will I show how my vent works? Tracy, there is a ton of videos on YouTube about those Max Air fans. I am not the kind of person that's really good at doing technical videos, because for me, talking about a big technical video like that is really hard for me to make. Does that make sense? And there's so much content on those Max Air fans. They're really easy. Tracy, you want to know how the Max Air fan works? You push the power button and you turn the fan up or down. Seriously, that freaking easy. I haven't used my roof fan yet. It's been in my van for I don't even know how many months now, but months and months and months. And I very rarely turn the fan on. Sometimes when I'm cooking something, if I'm boiling like water, I might turn it on for a few seconds or a few minutes. But other than that, I still haven't used it much yet. I do leave the fan open. The fan is always open about an inch at all times. But I'm guessing when the really hot weather comes here, that will be nice. But as of now, that little fan that's back there is the rock star and the champ of the van. Oh, my bad. Kidding, Cruz. Cruz, you're the rock star. Yep, you. Didn't mean to call the fan the rock star. You're the rock star. Don't get mad at me. He's so cute. Hey, buddy. Hey. Good boy, Cruz. You're getting too big, though. But I think if somebody's getting into van life and they not really sure about wanting to cut a hole in their roof, I'm telling you, I think adding a fan in the inside of the van should be a first purchase before your roof vent. I lived in my van for well over a year without a roof vent, and I survived winter and a hot summer, no problems at all. The key was leaving my van doors open a lot when I'm parked. And yeah, if you've been around my channel for a while, I found some ways where I could pop my doors open and back into some trees and stuff at night. That way nobody knew my doors were open. It worked. But this summer, I will be able to tell you if adding that roof fan was a game changer or not. Because as of still today, I'm not sold on it yet. I'm not sold if my life is going to change because of it yet. Because I have a roof vent in my van now. It's been in here for what? I'm just going to throw it out there. Somebody knows how long that video was, my install video. 4 months. So for the last 4 months, I've had a roof vent. And for the last 4 months, it was not worth it at all. But I know it's not summertime yet. That might change the whole game. But as of right now, I don't really use it. The fan inside here, I use it every night. It's a great way to move some air around in the van. It just feels good. It's got that little ambient buzz and noise in the background. That I'm sold on. I think that is a must-have. That is a dope-ass fan. I'll make a video all about it pretty soon. I'm gonna actually make a video about some of my most epic things I have in the van that are just so great. Silver Falls Travel, thanks for the super chat. Oh, I love that. Thank you very, 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 very much. Sorry, guys. I'm going to go back. If I go quiet for a second, I'm just going to read some of these. I miss a lot. Yes, Terry Crews is a very handsome boy, and he damn well knows it. MJC, can you get pet wipes for your animals? Yes, you can. There's all sorts of companies makes all sorts of different kind of pet wipes. For him, I just use my non-scented wet wipes because I have them in the baby wipes. I use them in the van for myself, so that's what I use on him if I'm ever just like wiping gunk off or want to give him a quick wipe down. Because what's the difference? If you throw them on a baby, you can use it on a dog, right? Hippie Cat, that's so rad. Hippie Cat says I watch a lot of van life videos in the last years, and yours the only one I subscribe to. Super freaking rad. Awesome to have you here, Hippie Cat. And I love your screen name, by the way. That's awesome. Oh, funny. Jimmy James asked a question that I answered without even seeing the question. So yeah, not really sure if it's necessary yet. But keep in mind where I live, the area that I live. You hear that? What's your problem? Well, yeah, you make a noise back there. What's your problem? Yeah? You mad at me? Yeah? Really? Bring it on then. You got a beef? Bring it to me. Yeah, bring it on. Bring it. Bring it. Come on, tough guy. Come on. You want to talk shit? Bring it on. Yeah? Come on, tough guy. Come on, bring it on. Over there talking shit. Hey? All talk. That's all you are. All bark, no bite. Oh, yes, bring it on. Told you he's like 50% dick. See? Proof. Hey, buddy, what about your toy? Hold on, guys. How about this? You can beat up him for a while. Yeah? Get him. Get him. Get him. Are you mad that I'm doing a live stream? Whoa! Why are you attacking me? Hey, leave me out of this. I didn't do anything. Rawr. Hey, well, leave me out of this. Why you gotta be a bully? Yeah? Oh, you're such a little puppy sometimes. Yeah? You just push me. I'll push you back. Hey, how's that? All right, I lost track of what I was saying. Okay. Old Is Cruz made a nice good appearance in today's live stream, which is great. Tacky question. Tasha asked me, says, tacky question. I see that you finance your van, but similar ones are like $3,000 here. Why finance? You got to realize that $3,000 US is like $4,500 Canadian, which is about, I'm trying to think, someone do the conversion. So I think 3,000 US is probably about 4,000. No, 3,000 US is probably about 4,500. I'm going to guess about $1,500 more. Our exchange rate is shit. So I financed Tasha because I didn't have any money. When I first started my lifestyle and decided to move into my van, I was paycheck to paycheck. There was no way I could afford to just walk in. You're US and Canadian if you're in the US, because you can't find van. My van usually sells out here. I've seen vans just like mine in equal amount of shapes run between 4,000 and $7,000. I paid $6,400. And here's something to think about. Something to think about. Like, I financed my van. Sure, I paid higher interest on it. Sure, it sucked to finance. But me financing my van also gave me the life I have lived in the last 21 months. My condo would have not given that. And financing the van also cleared my debt. My old lifestyle, I'd still be in debt today. There is no freaking way I would be out of debt. I wouldn't even be halfway out of debt if I stayed in my condo. So for me to finance a van, it just made sense. I needed one, and I was gonna, use it for my DJ business, so it would have created more money in the DJ business side of it. But when I moved into it, changed the game, tossed my rent out, and I had a small van payment. I have a $340 van payment versus a $1,300 rent payment. The van payment is nothing, and it's only a 2-year freaking payment. Sure, it's going to cost me a chunk of money in interest, but you know, for me, I honestly don't care. It's given me a million times more of a life now than I would have had in my old life. So I financed it because I was broke. I was paycheck to paycheck, and I've been paycheck to paycheck my entire life. And that's the truth. I have more money in my bank today than I ever did before. So for me to throw down money, and if you guys decide to finance a van, as long as you be smart with your finance and you know you've got the money coming in to cover it, and you're dropping a high price rent for a small van payment, it's so worth it. You're buying a home at that point. So yeah, that's why I financed, because I was freaking broke. And it's weird. I make YouTube videos for a living now and live in a van, and I am not broke. I finally have $5,000 in my savings, making my travels nice and easy. You know what I mean? Now I can travel with a little less stress and worrying about, oh no, what if my van breaks down? Well, if my van breaks down, I got the money to fix it and the hotels to sleep in if I have to, right? So yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with financing. I run into people all the time who are financing like ProMaster vans and stuff like that, and they have $700 payments. But for them, they dropped like $2,500 freaking house rental payments and gave up their yards, gave up everything else, and now they're paying $700, $800 to rent for payments for payments on a ProMaster, and they're loving life. This guy's losing his freaking mind. Hey, don't chew on that Disco's pillow. Have you guys seen this? A subscriber sent me this. It's got all my little Disco Bear stuff on here. I love it. But Cruz is absolutely losing his mind. So sorry guys, I'm way back in comments right now. I'm slowly skipping through them. Have I ever thought about putting swivel seats in my van? Absolutely yes. I've actually thought about putting big, nice, cushy captain's chairs in the front of my van with a swivel on the passenger. Because this is my home, so for me to go out and buy a nice $400 big cushy seat for the passenger side, it just seems so great. Like I'd have a nice cushy seat. Cruz, stop back. But yeah, I am planning on doing that. But I seen at Shop for Seats is the name of the company. I seen they have seats that are pretty freaking awesome. And you can get them all good and cushy. You can even get them with like heaters in the seats and stuff like that. It's pretty crazy. How old is Cruz? Cruz was born on January 1st, so he will be 5 months old on the 1st of June. He's just a pup, man. Just a pup. Aren't you? A little bit of a dick today. You're a dick, Cruz. You are. You are. No, I'm not. Look how cute I am. Want to fight? Want to fight? Arr! 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 He's a crazy little boy, man. Good addition to the van. Yeah, I'm still paying my van payment. My van payment is over in September. And that's it. But yeah, I did make a video about financing, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it. If you've got income coming in, you know, I know a lot of people hate on that. I see comments on my channel that go, you were so stupid to finance. I'm like, really? I'm stupid to finance? I'm debt free. And I'm having a freaking blast. I love it. Love it. Ah! John IMO, John, oh, I just lost the comment. Yeah, John said my roof fan will change the game in the summer. I think so. A lot of people are telling me that it's summertime, I'm going to love I had that roof fan. So we'll find out, though. Rick Remix, that's funny. You know Chrome's famous when you see thumbs down haters. Yeah, we're getting a lot more thumbs down in my video. Bring it on. I don't care if you want to be haters and be that negative person. I don't give a shit. Don't bother me any. Cruz! Are you getting restless? I think he's getting really restless. Ali Rain, hello from the ATX. Cruz is going nuts. What's your fuel mileage and how many miles per gallon do you get? Jim's Home Comforts. Jim, honestly, I have no freaking clue. How many miles per gallon I get and all, I have no clue. You want to know why I have no clue? I have no clue because whatever I put into my gas tank was cheaper than the rent I used to pay, so I've never really watched or cared. Sure, I know when I have low money months, I got to watch my budget, but I don't really keep an eye on the miles per gallon and stuff like that. And I don't think my van build has changed for the amount of fuel I put in since the cabinets went in. I don't think that extra weight even made even a speck of difference. But I don't watch my gas mileage because, you know, I just travel as I can afford it and move around as I can afford it. So it was still way cheaper than me paying that high price to rent. So, you know, and van life could be as cheap as you want or as expensive as you want. I know people that have a more expensive van life than they did living in their high price condo. But this just, you know, depends on what you're going to do. Some people aren't in van life because of money. I never started van life because of money. I never started because I couldn't afford to pay rent or my financial situation changed. Well, it did. I quit my job, but I was pushing my DJ stuff. But all this financial stuff just happened by default. You know, you move into the van, you're just spending less, buying less, consuming less, keeping less things with you, and you're selling off more things you had in your past. So by default, I cleared my debt. By default, I have more money. And it all happens just by accident. You know? So yeah, you can have a super cheap van. Cruz! Stop losing, you're losing your lid. How come you're going crazy? Cruz, you're going crazy. You're going crazy, Cruzy. You're going crazy, buddy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. You want to show everybody all the teeth you lost? You show everybody your big adult teeth? Have your big adult teeth? He's been losing baby teeth like all week long. I only kept one of them. I happened to get a hold of one. It was just dangling there and I got it. But he's losing so many teeth, buddy. He's turning out to be a big boy. Whoo! Did you film anything at the meetup with Taylor in Cowichan? No, I met Taylor. I met Taylor at he came to my meetup in Victoria. And no, I didn't film anything because I was just leaving the meetup and he came in. I'm going to message him and me and him are going to collab on a video and talk about the differences between living in a van like mine versus living in a truck with a camper on the back. Super solid dude. I mean, like, a great guy, man. I'm excited for collabing with him. I know he messaged to collab with me before in the past, but I never kind of got around to it. My emails and stuff, they just pile up, and when they pile up, they just kind of just get shoved to the side. So, yeah, but we're easy, buddy. Hey, are you trying to tell us something? Are you trying to say, Dad, stop live streaming so we can go out and have some fun? Yeah? Yeah, wow, big guy. Oh, I love that little guy. He's been so much fun. Getting hot in here, buddy? You getting hot in here? Mwah. Hey, Cruz, people are egging on here. They're like, "Go, Cruz, get him! Bite his ass, Cruz!" He's so funny. Have you met Jared? I don't know. I haven't. I don't know who that is. If you're talking about like other van life channels, I don't watch a lot of other van life channels. So not unless we've kind of collided somehow, bumping in onto each other on the road. I don't watch a lot of van life on YouTube. So I don't know what everybody's doing or what's going on or who's what and who's who. I do check up on a few of them from time to time, but I'm not one to consume a lot of YouTube content besides the few channels that I love, like Peter McKinnon, Casey Neistat and stuff like that. Other than that, I don't consume a lot of YouTube content. What's the name? Is that Elite? Elite Drazer? I'm new and that looks comfortable. My van is super cozy. Like, cozy as all cozy can be. I'm trying to find my rag here to clean my glasses off. Yeah, my van's comfortable. It feels just as comfortable as my old apartment used to feel. And I love it. All right, Cruz, you're going on the floor just in case you have to pee. On the floor you go. I have a pee pad on the floor. Normally I'd throw them outside, but we're live streaming, so. Mario, I'm not even going to pronounce the name. Thanks for the super chat, Mario. Super rad. This is a good question. Josh, we're going to call you Josh. Josh, whatever. Josh. Good question, Josh. How do I manage tax payments on your Patreon or YouTube? Everything I make, everything from my Patreon revenue to my merchandise revenue to my YouTube AdSense revenue, everything, and including donations people give to me through PayPal, everything gets claimed on taxes. You have to, because PayPal, Patreon, and Google all report to your local tax revenue agency. So here it's the CRA, Canadian Revenue Agency. So they all report to them. So everything I make has to be claimed. The plus side about that is everything I buy that I put on video is a tax write-off. Every ounce of gas I put in my van is a tax write-off. Every ferry, every coffee you see in a video, every time I'm eating something on a video, it's all a tax write-off. And so yeah, I mean, because YouTube is a business, I get to write off everything as a business. So I have to claim and cover everything. But I do have a lot of expenses, like all my travels that I go on. Everything's an expense. Think about this. If I buy this pillow on camera, it's a business write-off because I made a video about it. If I build this cabinet on camera, everything that went into paying for that camera, to paying for this cabinet is all a write-off because I made a video about it. Does that make sense? Meaning that everything you've ever seen me doing here, my whole van's a write-off. Here's where it gets pretty awesome. Because I financed my van, and my van finance was not technically a finance. They disguised my finance. I shouldn't say disguised, but they allowed me to do a low, like a $6,400, like a low financial finance as a lease. So technically my van is a lease, making every single payment I make on my van a business expense for VANCITY Van Life. Yeah, you gotta, that's a thing about YouTube. No matter what you're doing for income, you have to claim it. I claim everything, which has been great because I mean, now it's VANCITY Van Life's a business, right? So, which is super good. But yeah, if you guys are doing YouTube, claim that shit. Don't mess around. The last thing you want is those guys up your hoo-ha. Trust me. Nobody wants tax problems. So yeah, I claim it all. So Jimmy, you answered my lease question. Yeah, that's the cool thing. I don't know what it's like in where you live, but I know here, if you buy a vehicle for your business, you can only write off a small amount of it. Or if you finance it, you can only write off part of that finance payment. If you lease it, now that's a 100% write-off for your business. So how my lease on my van is working is that in September, I have a $1 buyout. That's it. So in September, when my lease is done, I have a $1 buyout and I can own the van. Done deal. Super easy. It took me a while to find a company, but I found a company in Toronto that did it. I'm like, there's got to be a company that allows me to lease a used vehicle. And they did. The interest was a little bit higher, but, you know, it was worth it, I think. You know what I mean? Because otherwise, I'd be making these van payments and they'd just be going. And then all the money I make on YouTube, I wouldn't have. Because technically, my van is my biggest business piece. This is my biggest tool for my YouTube. So that's the cool thing about leasing it. And it's different if you lease a brand spanking new one. When you release a brand spanking new one, cutting holes in it and stuff can be a problem. I don't know how that all works. If you were to lease a brand spanking new one and start chopping it to pieces, oh, that'd be funny. Is that Elite Drazer? Elite Drazer, you'll notice that this question here you just asked will be the silliest thing you ever asked once you start living in a van. And this is true. And I mean, I get and I understand the question. I totally do. I get this all the time. It's probably the most common question I get. But just know where to use the restroom. I'm not shitting you right now. There's an outhouse right up over here. There's an A&W right here behind me. I got a pee bottle attached to my door. And if there was nothing within walking distance from here, I could drive up the street and use the washroom. There's also there's a pub back there I could walk in and use the washroom. There's bathrooms everywhere. And if shit goes sideways, I have a poop pail in the front of my van, a luggable loo. You put the bag out, sit on it, take your shit, done deal. But I use that thing very little. Because right now, if I needed it, I just walk back to A&W and go to the bathroom. It's literally right outside my side door right now. So, yeah, think about that when you go shopping next time. Next time you're out and about in town, think about how easy it is to find a bathroom. They're everywhere. And or if you're hanging out in your van somewhere for a few hours in a day, park somewhere that's near a bathroom, like a community park. You know what I mean? Or something downtown somewhere where you know that there's a bathroom right close, but they're literally everywhere. Showering, I keep bumping into the same person's comments. Showering's easy peasy. There's a rec center right across the street from me here that has a $3 shower. I showered this morning at a campsite just back here. It was a $5 shower. When the rec center was a bit cheaper, but the campsite was right there. I pulled in, I paid the $5 and went and had a shower at the campsite. But you'll find in the van too is you'll end up showering a lot less than you do now, and that's the truth. And people are like, no, I need to have a shower every day. Once you get in the van, you're going to learn super fast that you don't need a shower every day, and you're probably going to end up going every other day or every third day. That's the truth. I was a bath guy every day through and through. I wouldn't miss that for a single second. Now that I'm in the van, I don't mind going like 4 days with no shower. I spot wash in between, like a little wet wipe face down or some warm water in a bowl and hand soap and just kind of clean the essential parts. I also have, Mike answered that question. Sorry, I'm missing a lot here. I do have a 24-hour membership at Anytime Fitness, but those gyms are not everywhere also either. So where I am now, I am probably a 3-hour drive from the nearest Anytime Fitness. And that's true. Mario, thank you for the super chat, Mario. Oh man, you guys have been so beautiful today with the super chats. Thank you guys. This seriously changes the freaking game. I seriously appreciate it, Mario. Thank you a ton. Rick Remix. A lot of solo females in Vancouver. There's a lot of solo females everywhere. Penticton, so great. Okay, guys, give me a second here. I'm actually going to, if my audio changes, let me know. My phone just gave me a warning sign. So I'm running an external mic right now. I'm going to unplug it. I gotta change my mic. I gotta plug in my phone. Come on, phone, don't die, phone. Please don't die. Please. It is charging, pulling 9 watts. Pulling 6 watts. Nat, I still haven't found the Weirdos Unite sticker. I see all the other merchandise. Yeah, the sticker is on there. It's on my Teespring link, and I know because I just had Teespring redo the cut edge around it, so it is on there. I just looked the other day. Just keep skimming, you'll find it. Where you see all the Weirdos Unite stuff on the merch store. Gail, good question, Gail. Any advice for solo women? Just honestly, Gail, go rock it, go live it. I know sometimes when females get into it, and I'm not saying anything just because you're female or anybody's female, but I hear this from some people that they always had this inner fear before they started. When they started, they realized that they had nothing to be scared about. You know what I mean? That you have wheels on your home and a steering wheel in your front room. And if you don't like the feeling of somewhere, then don't park there. So my only advice for a solo female, or for anybody, forget even the male or female part, because women are just as strong as a man is, or just as vicious as a man is. So my only suggestion is like, go out and try it before you move into a van. Go rent something for a few days and go give it a shot. Go see what it's like. And I think you'll find that things are pretty calm. You know, another great way to get started in van life too is go stay at a campsite for a few days. Go live at one campsite and then another one. Gives you some time to get comfortable in your vehicle, and then start sleeping on a few street side corners. And if you don't like the neighborhood for a dude is any different than van life for a chick. Sure, chicks have different things they gotta worry about with their monthlies and all that stuff in the van, but I don't know anything about that stuff. But I do know on the safety side, there's no different. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I think what it is, like, guys don't care as much, I guess. They got this manly man stuff. But I think I'd be more scared of a chick jumping out of a van, hucking her boot at me, than I would of a big dude jumping out of his van with a baseball bat. You know what I'm saying? That girl scares the crap out of me. And Gus in a bus is walking by me right now. Oh no, here he comes. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. Is he walking past or is he coming? Oh, he's walking past. I thought for sure Gus was going to come to the door. Gus in a bus is parked right in front of me right now. But yeah, I mean, like, I do understand for sure, because you got to realize, I mean, I've been in the van for going on 2 years, but I also know what my first initial thoughts were when I first moved into the van. Like, my first thoughts of like, what's the first night going to be like? And instead of being worried about it, I was more excited. I didn't know if that feeling inside of me was fear or nervousness, or if it was just like an overwhelming excitement for doing something different. And once you sleep in the van the first time and you start feeling that these walls around you are more like a cocoon and you feel safe and you just feel cozy, that's me feel like I was embraced with something, you know what I mean? I felt more comfortable in my van than I did in my home. So I think once you get out in it a few times, you're going to realize this thing is badass. You know, your van is comfortable. Your van is safe, because if something goes wrong and you don't like the vibe outside, you get in your van, you move it. Easy. No problems. You know what I mean? Like, anybody that's having a problem with you around your van is going to lose the van versus human fight. Not saying run over people, but you get the point. They're going to lose. And, yeah, man, I don't think people should be worried. I know I hear this a lot from some people in the States that might live in like not so great areas, but just get out of them. That's the key. If you don't like it, move it. Sandra said, saw you with Gus in a bus having a live stream with him. Yeah, Gus had a live stream yesterday and I was reading his comments for him because he doesn't have a laptop and couldn't read the comments on his phone, so I was on my laptop beside him. It was super fun. Yeah, someone just said it right. Gender is irrelevant. Because truth be told, man, you get a chick that jumps out of a van and she's like just screaming at you, I'm running. I'm sorry, dude, I'm running. I'm going to be more scared of her than some big dude with tattoos jumping out going, rah, rah, rah. I'd be like, shut up, dude. But that chick jumping out is going to whoop your ass. Trust me, dude. You're done. And I think deep down inside, guys have a fear of chicks when they get mad, because I know I do. As soon as that voice gets raised, I'm like, oh, shit. Yes, dear. I'm in trouble. Sorry, I'm just sorry. I'm missing comments, but I keep seeing mics. Someone obviously asked if I had issues with cops. No, cops. I've had cops walk over to the side door of my van. There's no problems with police here. And I think for the most part, you might have some areas, not here where I live or anywhere, but cops don't care. They have better things to do. And I think if you're having problems with police, it's because somebody in a home or a resident or somewhere that you're parked doesn't want you parked there. They call the authorities. The authorities have to deal with that phone call because it's their job. They come down, they hassle you, tell you to get that out. You know what I mean? But I think at that point, it's because somebody phoned on you, not because they're like, oh shit, here's another van dweller, unless there's problems in that area. But also keep in mind of your vehicle. Do you look like a traveler going through town, or do you look like you're squatting? That's a huge difference. You know, like you get someone like Gus in the bus. He clearly lives in his bus. Gus has never had a police problem. You know, and everybody I've spoken to in vans who have had police encounters were parked in parks where they weren't allowed, and some resident around the park called the police on them. The police came over and said, you can't park here. We've had complaints that you were sleeping here. You need to leave. So it all comes from usually someone who lives in a house that doesn't like your van or vehicle or RV parked in their neighborhood. And police, they have to respond. That's what they do. At least I know here that's what they do. And here they'll knock on your van here and they'll be like, excuse me. You open up the van, the cop's like, look, you can't park here. Someone's complaining. Can you please move around the corner? And I know that, you know, because van life is everywhere here in Vancouver, and all the places that I've been, it's everywhere. It's not uncommon. So there's no negative attachment from the police. I've never had that. I even have a police officer that watches my channel. He popped into one of my Vancouver meetups. I thought we were in trouble for meeting in the parking lot, and turns out he comes over and says, hey Chrome, where's Disco? He watches my channel. And a lot of those guys, they're just like, oh, whatever. You know, the only time they hassle is if you're accumulating on one area and leaving your shit bags on the side and causing problems. There's a funny one. Chrome, any plans to get involved in a love relationship in the future? Nope. No freaking way. I love single life just way too much. Wandering Renegade, thank you for the super chat. You guys are just so awesome today. Wandering Renegade, thank you very, very much. And on that relationship note, I've been single for, I'm going to throw it 8 years. At least 8 years. And I'm happy alone. This is where I am in my life, and this is what I feel right now. And sure, this might change in the future, and I don't know when in the future. If I've been rocking van life I've been rocking single life for 8 years, I don't know when the relationship shift is going to change, but as of right now, I don't see that happening for a very long time. I don't know, I like the single life. It's really freeing, you know what I mean? I don't have to worry about somebody else's feelings or emotions or wants or dreams if we don't connect, you know what I'm saying? I like my vibe. I like waking up and doing what makes me feel right every day that day. So if I have a shitty day, it's me to blame. I don't have anybody else's negative vibes around me to mess with, you know, me, right? I love people. I love girls. I freaking love girls. But, you know, if I ever do seek a companionship, sure, I probably have people I can probably phone and say, hey, you want to snuggle tonight? And I'm sure it would be easy peasy. There's been no shortage of offers in my world. I've had no shortage of girls in my van either, without getting into any details. But there's no shortage of people who want to be around. You know what I'm saying? I'm just pretty honest with those people when they are around and saying, hey, look, I'm kind of a nomad inside here too. This thing doesn't stop for nobody. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, nothing locked down for sure. But I don't mind snuggling and watching movies with somebody in my van. No complaints in that department either. DJ Chrome has groupies. Oh, someone said I missed a... Oh, I did. Dave Williams, thanks for the $5 super chat. Sorry, Dave. It went flying by and I missed it. And thanks to whoever just said I missed one. Whoever that was, thank you very much. I just caught their comment. David Williams, thank you very much. Means a freaking lot. Sometimes these things go past, and then the super chats go flying past too. Oh, this is rad. Anyway, you guys, we've been on here for 80 minutes, and I'm actually starting to sweat in here. The van's pretty warm, so if it's warm for me, it's probably roasting for the dog. Oh, here's another good question. What happens if you need to replace your van? Then I replace my van. Simple as that. I have $5,000 in my savings now, and if I ever need to replace my van, I either buy a $5,000 van and start fresh, or I put that $5,000 down on something else and finance one, as much as I don't ever want to finance anything ever again in my life. But if it were to come down to it, I would. You know what I mean? And chances are, if something happened to my van, like it was, you know, got into an accident and it was written off, I would get money for insurance as well too. So, you know, I'm not really worried about it. Those are things I don't worry about. I don't worry if my van breaks down. I don't worry if I were to get into an accident. I don't think about those things ahead of time. You know, even when I didn't have a financial cushion, I still didn't worry about it, because I got better things to do in my day than worry about things that haven't happened or probably will never happen. And or if they do, I'll worry about it when the time comes. But yeah, man, if I got to replace, I got to replace it. Life is life, and you just got to deal with what gets thrown at you in the most positive and rock star kind of way. You know, look at the positive side. If something happens, then my van was meant to go away, and I was meant to move on to something bigger, better, and greater. So hey, man, it's all good. It's all good. Mike, thanks for the $2 for tacos and beer. And damn it, I could use a beer right now. But I'm going to be driving. I'm going to be staying at the campsite where the meetup was. But I'm not going to stay in the big parking lot where the meetup was. I'm actually going to stay in a campsite tonight. So having a few cold beers is definitely on my agenda. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to be uploading a video for you guys. I have a video tomorrow, and then I'm going to be hitting the back roads and traveling back towards Whistler, BC. So if I skip a day in there, you know, I'm just still in the backwoods somewhere and not near Wi-Fi. So anyway, guys, so for everybody I missed on here, and I know I missed a freaking ton of comments. So guys, I will go through once this video is posted onto YouTube, and I will read through all of the comments and take out comments that I think are great comments that I can put into a Q&A video. So expect a Q&A video in the next few days. Now that I've said it, it's got to happen. So hopefully there were some good comments in here I missed. And I love you guys. Thanks for spending your time with me. It means the freaking world. Please go over and check out Patreon if you haven't. Even if you sign up for a month and you think, Chrome, that was a freaking waste of my dollar, and then you leave, I get it. I understand. But yeah, Patreon is a really rad place to be. If you want to join on June 1st, because if you join now, you're going to get billed again that dollar on June 1st. So yeah, joining on June 1st, that way you start at the beginning of the cycle. And I will see you guys on the next video. And something super cool. How many we got? 261 people on here. Something super cool happened in my day today, and I don't know what kind of video it's going to be, but I actually went in to go get coffee and donuts at a coffee shop today, at a bakery, and they let me in the kitchen, and I got to film them making donuts and jelly donuts and apple fritters, and they were so good. So that video is coming out as well too. So it's kind of cool. If you've never seen a jelly donut get stuffed, stick around, because I got a video of jelly donuts getting stuffed. Riley UK TV. Oh, thanks for the super chat, Riley. Super rad. Rick Remix. Rick, thank you very much. Tacos. Thanks for the super chat, Rick. All right, you guys, I love you all to freaking pieces. Sorry I don't do live streams as much as I used to. I really want to sometimes, but sometimes the connections are really shoddy. And I make promises to you that I'm going to do more live streams. So I'm going to promise it to you again, even though I probably will fail on that promise. But I'm going to try. I've been really wanting to do them every Thursday. But every time Thursdays come around, I'm traveling. And okay. I'm going to go feed Cruz. Thanks for watching. Peace out, everybody. See you later.